From the Patriots reversing the Statue of Liberty to the Dolphins' mind-blowing punter-to-kicker touchdown and the unforgettable ambush in the Super Bowl, these plays will have you on the edge of your seat, so buckle up fellas, because you already know that these are not black and white. I can't talk about trick plays and not mention Watson's magic in the Houston Texans vs Patriots game. In the fourth quarter, the Houston Texans pulled off a jaw-dropping trick play that left the New England Patriots in disbelief and widened the Texans' lead to a commanding 27-9. Here's how it all went down. It was 1st and goal, and Deshaun Watson took the snap like a true maestro. He swiftly handed the ball off to running back Duke Johnson, who in a moment of pure brilliance handed it off to wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. Picture Hopkins sprinting toward the right sideline, running a flat route like a gazelle on the loose. Just as he approached the sideline, he flipped the ball back to Watson, who fearlessly drove into the end zone, scoring the touchdown that sent the crowd into a frenzy. And here's the best part. Texans coach Bill O'Brien revealed that the players themselves came up with this genius play. Watson himself approached Coach O'Brien with the idea, scribbled on a humble piece of notebook paper like a secret plan hatched in the dirt. They called it Houdini, and boy did it work like magic. You know what else would be magical? You subscribing to the channel. Go hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all of the wildest NFL content. It turns out Watson drew inspiration from a similar trick play used by the Chicago Bears. And just as shocking as this one was when the Chiefs scored a touchdown on a fake punt versus the Falcons. During Week 13 of the 2016 NFL season, the Chiefs found themselves leading 20-16 as the second half commenced. They faced a crucial 4th and 1 situation at their own 45-yard line, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. At first, it appeared as if they might go for it, which prompted the Falcons to use a precious timeout. However, the Chiefs decided to switch things up. They cunningly lined up for a punt, fooling their opponents, but instead of snapping the ball to the punters expected, they executed a clever maneuver. The snap went directly to Wilson, catching the Falcons off guard and leaving them scrambling to react. Wilson took advantage of the opportunity and swiftly sprinted up the middle, miraculously evading any contact from the Falcons' defense. As he reached the open field, he unleashed his blazing speed, leaving the opposition in his wake. The touchdown he scored proved to be a game-changer for the Chiefs. Another game-changer was the Patriots reversing the Statue of Liberty. Back in 2008, when the New England Patriots faced off against the Jaguars, they pulled off a mind-blowing move that nobody saw coming. Instead of the usual fake pass and reverse handoff, the Patriots decided to spice things up. They pulled off a daring move by faking a direct snap and then going for an audacious touchdown pass. And guess what? Their quarterback, the legendary Tom Brady, took it to the next level by pretending the snap had gone over his head, fooling the Jaguars like a bunch of wide-eyed rookies. With nerves of steel, Brady launched a perfect touchdown pass to Wes Welker, who gracefully found his way into the end zone. The crowd went wild as the Patriots secured a 21-14 victory. The Jaguars, well, they were left scratching their heads, unable to recover from the sheer spectacle and masterful execution of that play. But the Patriots aren't the only team to fool their opponents. The Titans have also had their fair share of fun. It was the AFC wildcard round and the Bills were just 1 point ahead, feeling pretty good about their chances. But hold on, because with a mere 16 seconds left on the clock, the Titans decided to pull out all stops on offense. Instead of tossing up a regular old Hail Mary, they unleashed a masterstroke of strategy. Frank Wycheck launched a lightning-fast pass to Kevin Dyson, who charged towards the end zone like a force of nature. And here's the real twist. Dyson had an army of Titan blockers forming an impenetrable wall right behind him. The Bills stood there in disbelief, unable to do a thing as Dyson gracefully received a lateral pass and sprinted an astonishing 75 yards to secure the winning touchdown. The game slips right out of the Bills' grasp and the Titans snatch a jaw-dropping 22-16 victory from the jaws of defeat. Another trick play that led to one of the craziest touchdowns was by the Washington football team. In an epic showdown against the Broncos in 2009, they showcased one of the most brilliant moves ever witnessed in pro football. As the game neared its climax, it appeared as if the Broncos were well prepared to defend their turf. But little did they know the other team had a trick up their sleeve that would leave even their elite defenders scratching their heads. The stage was set for an astonishing play. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, fullback Mike Sellers cunningly broke away from the pack, executing a masterful wheel route. Meanwhile, punter Hunter Smith, the unexpected quarterback of this audacious move, unleashed a pinpoint pass that found Sellers in the end zone. Touchdown! But here's the real twist. It was no ordinary play. They'd executed a deceptive fake field goal attempt that left the Broncos utterly bamboozled. It was a stroke of pure genius, fooling every single one of them. And just like that, the game concluded with a resounding 27-17 victory, sealing their triumph with an incredible display of strategy and execution. Talking about game-changing moves, let me fill you in on when the Steelers pulled off a wide receiver reverse pass. This was on their epic journey of the Pittsburgh Steelers en route to Super Bowl 40. Now, wide receivers aren't typically known for their passing prowess, but that's precisely what the Steelers had up their sleeve. They unleashed the hidden talent of Antoine Randall L., a wide receiver himself who delivered a jaw-dropping 43-yard touchdown pass to none other than Hines Ward, his fellow wide receiver. Can you imagine the disbelief that swept over the Seahawks? They were left in utter shock as the Steelers, through their clever strategizing, unleashed a weapon they never saw coming. This touchdown proved to be the proverbial final nail in the coffin for the Seahawks, who found themselves up against the relentless Steelers defense that refused to yield an inch. And I know y'all really want me to talk about the Seahawks' fake field goal too. It was the 2014 NFC Championship game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers have been dominating the game, feeling pretty confident with a 16-0 lead, but hold on tight because the Seahawks weren't ready to give up just yet. Late in the third quarter, Steven Hauschka stepped up to attempt a field goal for the Seahawks, but guess what? Plot twist, punter John Ryan, who was holding the ball, decided to go all out and pulled off a sneaky move. He took the snap, dashed to the left, and threw a touchdown pass to none other than offensive tackle Gary Gilliam. Can you believe it? The crowd went wild. Well, that amazing play completely shifted the momentum, and the Seahawks rallied back to win the game 28-22 in overtime. They punched their ticket to Super Bowl 49, and it was all thanks to their clever trickery and never-give-up attitude. Even crazier was Mahomes' move from Super Bowl 54 was absolutely stunning. This was from 2020 when Patrick Mahomes was in hot pursuit of his first Lombardi trophy, aiming to secure Kansas City's first Super Bowl title in 50 years. The tension was palpable as the Chiefs found themselves facing a 4th and goal inside the red zone. That's when offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy decided to bring some creativity to the table. The players in the backfield approached the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden they synchronized their moves and spun to the right. Meanwhile, the offensive line joined the fun by quickly standing up before smoothly settling back in their stances. This small yet mind-boggling maneuver caught the 49ers defense completely off guard. And guess what? It worked like magic. Thanks to that incredible spin move extravaganza, the Chiefs picked up a crucial first down, keeping their drive alive. Crazy, right? Just as insane was this incredible moment from Week 13 when the Miami Dolphins faced off against the Philadelphia Eagles. It was an epic upset, and the Dolphins had a trick up their sleeve that no one saw coming. The punter-to-kicker touchdown. Trust me, it's a play that you rarely ever witness in football. It was a 4th and goal play, and the Dolphins were just 1 yard away from the end zone. They lined up in this wild formation that caught everyone off guard. There was a lone center ready to snap the ball, but instead of going to the quarterback, it went straight to the punter, Matt Hack, and that's when the unimaginable happens. Hack took the snap and started scrambling towards the left. The Eagles' defense was left in confusion and trying to figure out what was going on, but little did they know Hack had something special planned. He launched the ball across the field to none other than the kicker himself, Jason Sanders, who was all by his lonesome self in the end zone. Sanders caught the pass with ease and scored a touchdown, sending the crowd into a frenzy. It was a play so extraordinary that it earned the title of the NFL Play of the Year for the entire 2019 season. They even named it Mountaineer Shot. And finally, saving the best for last, there was the ambush in Super Bowl 44, New Orleans Saints versus Indianapolis Colts. In a game-changing move called Ambush, the New Orleans Saints, led by head coach Sean Payton, devised a plan during the Super Bowl to gain an extra offensive possession against the formidable Colts led by Peyton Manning. Trailing 10-6, the Saints had just trimmed the Colts' lead with a crucial field goal by Garrett Hartley before halftime. Payton's audacious call was an onside kick to start the second half, aiming to catch the Colts off guard. With Thomas Morstead as the punter, the kick ricocheted off Hank Baskett of the Colts and was swiftly recovered by the Saints defensive back Chris Reese. The gamble paid off splendidly as the Saints capitalized off the opportunity, scoring a touchdown. The electrifying play fueled their momentum, ultimately resulting in a historic 31-17 victory. This win secured the Saints' first and only championship to date, forever etching Ambush in football history. And if you want some more plays that are etched in football history, check out these top 10 craziest plays of all time in this video.